Welcome to Live Music Showcase here on 88.5 WMNF Tampa. I'm your host, Ken Apperson. We are here in studio with Dana Cooper. How you doing?
All right, Ken. How you doing?
I'm thrilled to have you in here.
I'm thrilled to be here. Thanks.
This gentleman right here is a Nashville native. He's a prolific songwriter. How many songs have you written in total so far?
I have no idea.
Lost count?
Hundreds of songs.
Hundreds, literally hundreds.
I really don't know at this point.
You were number one on the, what was it, Americana Highway last year. Your new album, The Ghost of Tucumcari. Check out it, right? Hey, look at that. Released on May 2024. Is out right now on all streaming platforms. And we're going to hear a whole bunch of music right now. So what's the first one?
This is called Traveler 2.
Take it away.
All right. It's a cloudy old day, but the sun's shining in my heart. I got a smile on my face, but the mirror says I'm falling apart. You know I gave everything away. What else could I do? Now my clothes, they're all frayed. I got a shine on my worn out shoes. Hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. All these spokes in a hurry, bouncing down that bumpy road. Man, we all got trouble and worry, following us wherever we go. But when I find myself stranded, broke down and busted flat, some good soul pulls over and reaches out a helping hand. Hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. One act of kindness can make me start to cry, but man, that don't mean I'm blue. No, one thing that defines us in this uncertain life is a love that resides inside me and you. I'm a traveler too. Oh, 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 oh. Now the road up ahead, it's shorter than the road behind. If there's something to be said right now, it'd be a real good time. 'Cause ain't this a funny old life, full of wonder, joy, and pain? Man, we all get weary sometimes, just waiting for someone to say, hello, unraveler, I'm unraveling just like you. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler too. Hello, traveler, you sign me, traveler. Hello, traveler, you sign me, traveler. Hello, traveler, I'm a traveler. Hello, traveler, yes, I'm a traveler too.
Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase, The Ghost of Tucumcari, which is the new album as of May of last year. And you're on the road now supporting that album.
Yes, have been ever since May.
You know, as many things have changed in the music industry as far as like how to promote and how to do, how to get your music out there. One thing that hasn't is the fact that sometimes you just got to hit the road.
Yeah.
You just got to get out there in front of new people.
Yeah, especially now, you know, music has lost a lot of value with all the streaming and all that stuff going on.
Man, I could talk for an hour about that.
Yeah, couldn't we all? Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
But it is. That's always been my kind of my stronghold. Anyway, has been touring and playing live for people. I've always loved doing that, and it wasn't a big change for me to just kind of bump it up a little bit more and covering the country from coast to coast as much as I can every year now. So it's been going great.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. I love that song too. I mean, the chops in terms of, the listeners are probably used to me saying something about the composition of a song or the melody here or the lyrics there or whatever. I always like to compliment the songwriting when the compliments are there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I love the structure of the way that you craft your songs. That's such a nerdy music nerd thing to say, but like the way that you put the pieces together seems really intentional and really honest, which you don't always get both of those things in songwriting these days, you know?
Yeah. Well, I've been doing it a long time, and I learned from, of course, continue to learn from great songwriters.
Yeah.
And just picked up a lot over the years. It's it's kind of an old-fashioned way of writing songs, I suppose, but it's
timeless is the word I would use.
Okay, thank you. I like that.
Yeah, timeless is absolutely the word I would use. And I mean, you've written with some big names. I mean, the one that really stuck out for me, obviously, Lyle Lovett, who is actually featured on your new album.
Right.
What was it like working with him?
Oh, great. Lyle is, I've known him since 79, somewhere like that. He was booking the entertainment at A&M University in College Station. He booked a band I was in at the time. So he got to open for the shows that he booked there, and that's the first time I met him and heard him. He's a very down-to-earth person, a very gracious person, kind of an old-school kind of a guy, I really... I've always enjoyed his music, and he's always been generous to me. I've opened some shows for him over the years, and I called on him and a lot of other friends last winter to record this record, and he was just most of them were off the road for a while, so it was perfect timing, and to go in December and January and record, and yeah.
That's a good time. I mean, yeah, the touring schedule does tend to get in the way when you have friends in places where they've got busy schedules.
Yeah, and he's busy a lot. He's always working.
Even now, yeah, I'm sure. As you are, obviously, on the road supporting your album. If you're just joining us, Dana Cooper, live in studio here on Live Music Showcase. What's your next song?
Well, the next song, now the first one is not off the new record. That's an older song of mine I wrote in Ireland. But this next song I wrote with a buddy of mine, Josh Leo, who grew up in Kansas City near where I grew up. And it's called Rocked in a Country Cradle. Every parent ends up hating their kids' music, right? When they're teenagers. Sure. We've all been through that.
Uh-huh.
And we were just having a conversation about that, and we wrote this little song, Rocked in a Country Cradle. When I was young, the family liked to gather round that kitchen radio, rewind the long day down. Mama loved to hear your cheating heart. I couldn't wait to hear them rock around the clock. I was rocked in a country cradle, moon shining in my eyes. Cricket in the walls sang a song I learned to harmonize. I was rocked in a country cradle, both sides of that track. Raise a little cane when that mystery train rattled our little shack. I was rocked in a country cradle. 63, I found the music I could call my own. I'd play those records in my basement all alone. Dad said that ain't music, not like I walk the line. But I couldn't hear him, I was heading for a hard day's night. I was rocked in a country cradle, moon shining in my eyes. Cricket in the wall sang me a song, I learned to harmonize. I was rocked in a country cradle, both sides of that track. Raise a little cane when that mystery train rattled our little shack. I was rocked in a country cradle. When I go home, that kitchen still feels the same. The radio still plays, but something's changed. Dad knows all the words to yesterday. Mama just smiles to hear us all sing together again. I was rocked in a country cradle, moon shining in my eyes. Cricket in the wall sang me a song, I learned to harmonize. I was rocked in a country cradle, both sides of that track. Raise a little cane when that mystery train rattled our little shack. I was rocked in a country cradle, moon shining in my eyes. Cricket in the wall sang me a song, I learned to harmonize. I was rocked in a country cradle, both sides of that track. Raise a little cane when that mystery train rattled our little shack. I was rocked in a country cradle.
Rocked in a Country Cradle. Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase. Yeah, I'm up for that. You know, it's funny, my personal experience with that, I grew up in Missouri.
Yeah,
and
I did too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which part?
Around Independence, Missouri. Kansas City and Independence, yeah.
St. Louis. Oh, that's right. Okay.
St. Louis.
Okay. St. Louis for me.
Okay, yeah.
So like two different versions of Missouri. Truly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And I when I grew up, I was, I would go fishing and camping and I had friends who had horses and goats and all these things. And it didn't occur to me until I was writing music as an adult, and I took some music to a friend of mine who's a producer, and I was like, "What is this?" He's like, "I got bad news for you, man. This is all country. This is country music. You may not have the accent, and you don't have the banjo or any of the other twangy things going on, but this is country. You're storytelling." It's kind of funny how you can get raised in a country cradle without even knowing about it half the time.
That's true. Mm-hmm. And it's funny, depending on where you are in the country or in the world, a lot of people, especially overseas, people tend to think of what I do as country music. And, in Nashville, I'd be the last thing anyone would call country. So, but, it's interesting. This last week I made it onto alt country charts and Americana charts, folk charts. So it's sort of, it's always been difficult to label what I do. And that's always been a difficult thing along the way. Even when I was on Electra in '73, it was like, well, what is this? How do we market this? So
yeah, and that right there, and you have that perspective. Being your first release was on Electric Records, which for those who don't know is a wing of Atlantic Records now. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they were at the time, but they are now. They're probably independent at the time.
It changed over when I was dropped. It changed.
Yeah. Well, you and so many others, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about that to me is the fact that a lot of musicians don't necessarily realize this, but one of the most important reasons why labels want you to have a clear identity in genre is because it makes their job easier for marketing.
Oh yeah.
They know, well, this is a rock band. We can send this to all the rock magazines for review.
Exactly.
You know, but if they look at it and they go, well, I don't know what this is, they're like, well, those magazines aren't going to know what it is either.
Right.
They may not even want to review it because they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
All of that to say, that is not a good reason to wedge yourself into a single category, I think.
If it's a natural thing for you to do, you know, I think that's great.
Sure.
But I just always liked all kinds of music, very eclectic listening taste. I mean, even my dad, who was somewhat limited in what he listened to, he still had a pretty broad range of what we heard in the house, you know, from pop and country and even some rock and rockabilly and stuff. So big band, all that kind of thing. So, and then, of course, radio back then, you know, in the 60s, late 50s, 60s, was, you know, the top 40 was great because it had everything on it. There'd be a country song and a novelty song and a pop song and a rock song. I mean, it was all mixed up. It wasn't just then we kind of got into the specialized categories of everything eventually, you know, but
yeah.
So I was kind of raised with that, so it was sort of, it just made sense. I mean, the bands I was in, we played all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was on top 40, and it was everything.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you're just joining us, Dana Cooper here in studio with us. Your next song, let's dive into some more music, I think.
Sure.
And then after that, I really want to ask you about your perspective on what it's like to, your career has spanned 50 years. You've released 32 albums now?
Mm-hmm.
With awards and all kinds of accolades and all kinds of experience. And I'm just dying to know your perspective on kind of like bridging the gap between the analog age of music and the digital age now. Mm-hmm. So, but let's hear another song first.
Okay, you made my head spin there. So maybe since we're talking about the Elektra album, maybe I'll do one of the songs that won me my deal on Elektra Records.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
A song I wrote when I was 17, and it's called Oklahoma Rodeo Queen. Yeah, this was one of my early ventures into a countryish song, I suppose. In Oklahoma, the red dirt runs deep, and the smell of the rain on the West Plains is sweet. It was just north of Ardmore my eyes chanced to meet the prettiest lady, an Oklahoma rodeo queen. Oklahoma people, Homa red. I am flush of red parents, long buried, she said. And horses are my children, they're all I got left. I'm just singing for you and breathing with you. The good Lord leads me to my peaceful rest. Out there in the sand and lights, she rides in old blue jeans, clinging to the ropes, tossing back her hair. Through the cheers and laughter, she smiles like a queen. When those lights go out, you won't see no one there. There's a love you can buy from some woman on some street. There's a love that comes clapping from the front row seats. And there's an aching and a joyful cry that comes when lovers meet. But there ain't no lover waiting for an Oklahoma rodeo queen. Out there in the sand and lights, she rides in old blue jeans, clinging to the ropes, tossing back her hair. Through the cheers and laughter, she smiles like a queen. When these lights go out, you won't see no one here. In Oklahoma, red dirt runs deep. And the smell of the rain on the West Plains is sweet. The prettiest lady my eyes chanced to meet had a smile to turn the sand into sea. An Oklahoma rodeo queen.
Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase. Man, that guitar sounds good.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nice. Just a little inexpensive
I
Alvarez.
was gonna say that's
I won't
what they're
say
known.
cheap.
Well, they're known for being inexpensive and quality. They're good, and I'm not plugging in them. We didn't, they're not paying me or anything. My heart is one of those. It definitely tugs on my heartstrings to see an Alvarez. That was a very important instrument to me when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, if you're just joining us, Live Music Showcase, welcome. We are here every Friday at 2 p.m. after the news headlines, bringing you live music, sometimes local, sometimes from all the way from Nashville. And we're happy to have you. If you want to watch this show, you can actually watch this show in addition to listening to it. We have a live stream on Facebook and on YouTube going right now. On Facebook, WMNF's Live Music Showcase, and on YouTube, it's WMNF Community Radio. Join us. Hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button so that you can get notified about our live stream, which happens every week during the live broadcast. You never know what's going to happen. It's a good time. I've been making sure to keep up in the comments, posting facts about your career. Your manager was kind enough to send over all kinds of stuff that actually made a lot of that job a lot easier than it often is. So that's always welcome, and I'm always grateful for that. We have someone tuning in from North Carolina right now, so that's awesome. Thank you for the national audience. All right, so before that last song, we were going to talk about the kind of bridging the gap between the analog, world of music and the now digital world of music, and I mean, I'm vaguely aware, just in the sense that the time that I grew up was the early 90s, and I remember the time where there was really only 3, maybe 4 ways to listen to music.
Right.
You could walk down to the record store, CD store, when I was a kid, and buy the album. You could maybe catch one of the songs from the album on the radio once a day, maybe twice, sometimes not even at all throughout the day.
Right.
You could catch it in a movie or in a commercial or on a late night talk show or something like that. Or you could go buy a ticket and see him live, and that was it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a labor of love to love music.
Right.
And now, and since, 2000, and I think it was 2003 that the torrenting, downloading thing really started, you could hit one button and get, an album, an entire discography of an artist, and all of their B-sides and all of their unreleased, unmixed stuff. And what was it like for you experiencing the transition from one into the other?
Well, it's been a little baffling, all along the way. I mean, because obviously I started out with vinyl, then there was the 8-track tape phase, which wasn't that long lived. It was a funny thing, and then of course, one day I went down to the record store and there were no more records. It was all CDs. And I remember all the artists that I knew, we were all kind of freaked out about that whole thing. Then,
really? Yeah.
That changeover.
Sure.
And now, it's rare to even find a car that has a CD player in it. Somebody told me recently that some automakers are starting to, or at least consider putting CD players again in cars. But, the sales of CDs, of course, has dropped pretty dramatically.
Plummeted, yeah.
Still, people buy music at the shows, and sometimes I think they buy it just to support me, But I don't quite get all of it, and I don't understand how it came about that music just became, the value of it just kind of has dropped so much.
Yeah.
That people can just get it for free. And, but on the other hand, that's where we're living in. So I really encourage people. I did a radio interview with somebody recently, and they really discouraged their listeners, said, don't go to Spotify, don't go to these, go to this person's website and whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't do that, because to me it's the good thing about it is that it gives my music more exposure to a wider audience.
Sure.
And hopefully some of those people will value that, and they'll come to a show, or when I come through their town, or they will purchase some music. But it's just you really have to just rally and go on. And again, that's the live thing. There's nothing like that anyway. I can tell my stories, I can get up and do my show, and that's the most fun to me. And it isn't necessarily the most lucrative, but it is a way to still make a living. So I don't know where it's all going to go. I don't know. I know a lot of artists have said, "Oh, leave these platforms," and well, no, I'm not going to leave these platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, the head of Spotify, the guy makes so much money,
billions. Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point is that 93,000 people have streamed this last record on Spotify, and I've never seen those kind of numbers before. So that's encouraging to me.
Truly.
But it is discouraging financially. It's hard for people. I think it's harder and harder to eke out a living. And on top of that, your royalty statements, that they have decreased. I mean, I never made a lot of money in royalties, but I'd make some. And every year it's maybe 10 to 15% of what it used to be.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy.
And you hear that more and more in the industry too, that not only is there less enthusiasm, I guess I would say, in the form of action being taken, where you could, like I said back in the day, in order for anyone to enjoy music, they had to take action, or they had to wait for it, one of the two, or sometimes both, and neither of those things really exist anymore. And I don't know about you, but for me, love requires effort.
Right.
You know what I mean? Cultivation. It requires cultivation, and that requirement of cultivation isn't as prevalent anymore.
Yeah.
But I think the cultivation does still exist in the artists, and people like you who are still writing prolifically, who are still releasing music and writing with your heart, not just like turning them and burning them. There are plenty of writers who are doing that are releasing tons of music, but it doesn't necessarily connect as well. Whereas I spent some time listening to your music in the past week, and that was the thing I took away from every single song. Every song sounds like you pour your heart and soul into it.
Yeah, that's the deal. I mean, it's I do it for me.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Sure.
It's my therapy. It's my way of expressing things, and I tried a couple of times over the years. I tried to sort of write in a different way and write sort of second guess what I was doing and write for a market or write for
Sure.
And it just was not fulfilling, and it didn't go anywhere financially anyway. So I might just stick to my guns and do what I do, and and just write the things that really mean something to me. And I think that does, it resonates and connects with people.
I love that.
A live audience, it really, I really see it, and it's really heartening. Without that, I don't know what I'd do. I mean, I have a lot of friends who are songwriters in Nashville, and they don't tour much. Some of them don't tour at all, and they just take their songs. They have their quota they have to fill every year with their publisher, and the publisher only accepts what they accept. And
Numbers.
Yeah, and it's all very formulaic, and they don't have any other gauge. They don't see how it connects with people.
Sure.
If it does. And it's strange. I don't know how anyone does that. It'd be a really difficult thing to do, I think. I admire it. on the one hand, but on the other, I can't do it. I tried it for a while.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's hear some more music.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hear about the Ghost of Tucumcari as a concept. I want to know where that name came from, what that is after this next song. What's this song called?
Well, I could actually do the Ghost of Tucumcari.
You want to do that?
Change the set list,
Yeah,
can I?
absolutely. Whatever you want to do. Absolutely.
I could just do that.
You have the power on this show. It's called
Ooh.
Live Music Showcase, not Live Ken Talking Showcase. That's for sure.
Well, I'll do that. Well, that gives me a good opportunity. I'll just do that title song, The Ghost of Tucumcari.
I love it.
And that song came from spying an old alley cat. His ears chewed off. He's limping real badly. He'd obviously been beaten up pretty badly. And he was in an alleyway behind a motel in Tucumcari, New Mexico last winter. Real cold night. It was about to snow. And tried to feed the old guy. He was too scared of people. He disappeared. And next day I was just kind of haunted by him. And it started out as the cat of Tucumcari. And I didn't like that. But it was, no, you have to write it. This is how, it's funny how, well, you write songs.
Sure, yeah.
You have to really trust in it and go with it sometimes. And often I come up with an idea and think, is this too weird to pursue? No, don't even think that. Just pursue it and see where it goes. So I wrote it all out, and then it was, well, it became a lot of other things. It became, all the people we see out on the streets across America that are without a place and no one knows what to do with them. And all the lost animals, we see a lot of lost animals out on the road too. And then, of course, being there along that old Route 66, it's just kind of ghostly. And I remember riding out Route 66 to California with my father for my 18th birthday, and that old part of America that's just gone, So it all really kind of entered into the mix for this song. She leaves the back door open for the ghost of Tucumcari. It hurts to see him hungry, so desperate, so weary. The temperature is falling. Tonight there'll be a flurry. She keeps her heart wide open for the ghost of Tucumcari. The lost one from the shadows limps across the alley. His haunted face is bloody from his never-ending battle. He sleeps and no one sees him beneath the old abandoned building where no cruel hand can reach him. The ghost of Tucumcari. He chased the silent snow on his sandpaper tongue, remembers warmer days, the blinding desert sun. He's scared to death of man, but he's too damn sick to run. So it'd stay out here and die of cold, or step into that open door. Once the lights burned bright in the town of Tucumcari, now people just blow by. The old mother road is lonely. She sees him through the curtain, prays that he will tarry, sleeping in the corner. The ghost of Tucumcari, so peaceful in the corner. The ghost of Tucumcari. 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 Oh, Tucumcari.
Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase. It's that time for you, the listener, to join the show. AMA, Ask Musicians Anything, the segment where you can call in with any of your questions or comments for Dana, for me, for WMNF, for Mark inside the booth there mixing the show. 813-239-9663. The number is 813-239-9663. Our board op, Charlie, will take your calls. He'll take your questions. He'll send them over to me. And at the end of the show, in just a little bit, we'll listen to it. We'll read them together. Basically, We'll hear them out. The weirder, the better. I'm always a big fan of the weird.
All right.
We've learned over the past couple of weeks that we have an avid cat following of listeners who are cat fans on this show. So I'm sure that they'll have something to say about the Ghost of Tucumcari.
The lady we did a house concert for last night had 6 cats.
Wow. So. Were they all officially hers? Because sometimes people will take ownership of the cats that like sleep on their porch.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're officially hers.
Wow.
Yeah. She had a little overpopulation thing in her neighborhood and ended up taking some cats and having them fixed. And that's what's remaining of them. They're mostly calicos. Like 5 of them, the 6 were calicos.
Wow.
All females.
Yeah. So you don't have an allergy problem then with cats?
I don't care.
Lucky.
I love them.
You're like, I love them either way.
Yeah, it's okay.
Love them through the sniffles.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I'm allergic to a lot of things. So what are you going to do?
Yeah. Ragweed's not as cute as cats, though.
No,
that's for sure.
True.
Yeah. So tell me about where. I guess we talked about what that was. It was it was this cat, but what made you devote an entire song and then an entire album title to that cat ultimately?
Well, that's a mystery, isn't it? A lot of this I don't know. I don't understand where it comes from.
It's intuitive.
Yeah, it just something resonates emotionally, and just kind of I'm compelled to write something about it.
Yeah.
It was we were driving down the highway, and I asked Corinne to take the wheel because I got to write this out now, and I can go days and weeks without being able to do that, but then it'll happen, and so. But how it evolved into the album, I just wrote the song, and I think we'd already talked about recording a record because Ryan Bingham. Are you familiar with him? A songwriter. He's an actor.
The name rings a bell.
Yeah,
sure.
Good Americana songwriter guy. Anyway, he has this bourbon, and he wanted to help us promote some CD release shows, and it was sort of imperative that with my touring schedule that we get something done. And
sure.
I think it's the fastest project I've ever put together.
Yeah.
And it became, there were a lot of moving parts because I involved a lot of people, and I just dove in.
Yeah.
And but what happened was during that time I wrote quite a few new songs to put on the project, and it was a great way to revisit some older songs, like Rocked in a Country Cradle, and there were a couple others on there. They're older things. Some of them had not been recorded before, or I didn't like the way they'd been recorded, and kind of breathe new life into them, So with the participation with all these other people too, it really made it a lot of fun. So it just sort of just came together like a whirlwind, really. And when the studio recorded most of the rhythm tracks were recorded in Nashville with my friend Dave Coleman, and then I went to Austin and Rockport, Texas to get Lyle and Darden Smith and Susan Gibson and Libby Koch, a lot of folks, Shake Russell, to do their parts down there. And Hayes Carl lives in Nashville, so Hayes came over and sang there, and my buddy David Starr was in town, so he came and sang. So it just was sort of and we'd written one of the songs on there too. So it was just, it was, each project's unique and happens in a unique way, and this one was just really different from anything else I've done, I felt like.
I love it. Let's hear another song. What's the next one?
I'll go ahead and do another song off the new record called What Is Love Waiting For? Written with my buddy Doug Biggers down in Houston, who gave me the idea for this. This features a great singer-songwriter named Mondo Signs, who lives in Nashville these days, and he sings on it with me. Great singer, great writer. I just saw him post something right before Christmas about how over the past year he had 4.2 million streams of his songs.
Wow.
He's a Nashville writer.
Wow.
But he's very, he kind of holds a unique place there. He's written a lot with Kim Ritchie, if you're familiar with Kim Ritchie at all. And I was impressed. I walk with you, and I talk with you, and I ask you how you feel. And you never ask what's up with me. Makes me wonder if I'm real. If love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? You look through me when you look at me, and I wonder who you see. A distant shore, are we at war? Am I your enemy? If love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? How long must love wait for us all to embrace her? If love turns away, who of us can really blame her? You say walk alone, trust no one, keep your heart locked inside. When I hear that song, it sounds so wrong. When I see all the love you hide, if love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? If love can lift up any weight, if love can open any door, if love alone can conquer hate, what is love waiting for? What is love waiting for? What is love waiting for?
Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase. What is love waiting for? What is love waiting for? Man, just kidding. I've got an awesome girlfriend who puts up with me. Is the best. Isn't that the best when they're willing to tolerate you for an extended period of time?
That's what it comes down to.
You've got it good. Yeah, absolutely. Let's dive right into the next song. What's the next one? What do you want to do?
Maybe I'll do.
I know we've been playing with the set list. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, moving around a little bit. Maybe I'll do. I'll do Boney Man. I think would be good. This is an older tune. This is not on the new record, but I like to mix it up a little bit. And this song. Well, it was written as a tribute to Townes Van Zandt, who I met in 1973 when I was on Elektra Records. I opened a couple of shows for him up in Boston or in Cambridge at Passim, and just a sweet guy. Really, always very, very friendly, very generous, forthcoming kind of a guy. Had a lot of problems towns. He had a lot of physical pain he was in, and a lot of self-medicating going on there. And got a call from a buddy of mine New Year's morning, 1997. He said, Towns passed away last night. So I just sat down in the kitchen, and this little song came out called Boney Man. Make way for the bony man. Hold the gate so his soul can pass. Lay him down in the dewy grass. Make way for the bony man. I took his hand and I felt it shake. Held the man and I felt him break. Spoke his name and he blew away a leaf on a windy day. I'll be home when the day is done. When my song is sung, I will shed this husk. Yes, I will shed this husk. Take the coin from my trembling lips. Row me, boys, across the river Styx. Reach that shore, 'cause I'm feeling sick. My poor heart is all spilled out. Up to the brim in a china cup. Down to the dregs, brother, drink it up. One drop of rain in the thirsty dust, a whippoorwill in a moonlit field. I'll be home when the day is done. When my song is sung, I will shed this husk. Yes, I will shed this husk. Crooked smile on a stony face, painted words on a burning page, a paper boat on a breaking wave. Who will pray for the bony man? Steal away, second story man. Trip that lock so my soul can pass. Yelling you down in the broken glass. Make way for the bony man. I'll be home when the day is done. When my song is sung. When my song is sung. When my song is sung. Oh, I will shed this husk. Yes, I will shed this husk.
Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm quite partial to the finger picking myself. It's
alternating between the flat picking and the finger picking. It gets a little tricky sometimes.
If it was easy,
That's right.
everybody would be doing it. So we're getting near the end of the show.
Okay.
I just want to say thank you so much for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. Really.
Thank you to the listeners and the viewers who are watching, who are listening. We did get one AMA that came through that, I mean, sometimes they don't ask questions. Sometimes it's just a comment. And it was very simple. It's an excellent song from Ed and Brandon. I don't know which song it was, but it was Ed and Brandon. So that was, I think that was right before What Is Love For? So probably, it was probably Ghost of Tucumcari, actually, during that song. So that's nice. Credit where credit is due. This show is comprised of an entire team behind the scenes of volunteers who are dedicated, who are passionate, who make sure that the show looks and sounds as good as it does. Sound mixer, Mark Perfetti. Audio assistant, Pam Robinson. Video director is Ed Lehman. Our camera operators are Lisa Ryder, Charles Holsapple, and Marcy Connors. Our board op is Charlie Cushing. I'm Ken Apperson, and this is Live Music Showcase. Now, before we go, one, where can people find information about you? Where can they find out, where to listen to you? Where do you want to put them?
The go-to place is my website, DanaCoopermusic.com.
They can go to DanaCooper.com, DanaCoopermusic.com. Yep, I'll post that in the comments of this video. If you're just joining us, maybe you're like listening to the radio, you're just tuning in, you're like, oh, I'm getting the tail end of Live Music Showcase because I'm getting ready to listen to the Rhythm Revival. That's totally fine. If you want to hear this entire episode and all of our other episodes, you can listen to our show in podcast form on Spotify and on Apple Music, as well as on the website's archives. On the website, WMNF.org, and then go to archives. On Spotify and Apple Music, just search Live Music Showcase, and you will find all of our episodes. This episode will drop, just like all of our episodes, at 4 p.m. I just checked last week. It drops at 4 p.m. It'll be right there at the top. You'll be able to listen to this episode in its entirety. And in the description of the episodes, there's also links for all of the bands, so you can find all of them as well. It's one of the easier ways to go and find them. So
very cool.
That's the way we like to do things around here.
Yeah.
Right. What do you want to leave us with? What do you want your last song to be?
I'll do another song from the new record called Start the World Again. I think it'll be a good one.
Start the World. What's that about?
Well, I wrote this with a lady named Shannon Hughes up in Michigan at a songwriting retreat, and it was just about a year after the pandemic. And it was kind of a first foray back into people getting together, masked and everything. And she made some comment about it. I think it's time we learn how to start the world again. It was just like, oh, yeah. So wrote this one, and it's on the new record.
I love it. Take it away.
All right, thank you. Come over here. I've been so alone. Whisper in my ear everything I need to know. And if you love me, dear, don't ever let me go. We can face the years, no fear of the unknown. Open your arms and let me in. It's time to start the world again. A tiny bug knocked us to our knees. We locked ourselves up and hid away the keys. Afraid to love, afraid to even breathe, too scared to hope, too stunned to grieve. Open your heart and let me in. It's time to start the world again. The warmth of human touch. I miss the ones I love so much. How will I give myself again? Open back up and learn how to simply begin to start the world again. were we followed here? Are we alone? All cried out of tears, weary to the bone. And if a little seed can really make the mountain move, could it be that we might find our power to open your arms and let me in? It's time to start the world again. Open your heart and let me in. It's time to start the world again.
Dana Cooper here on Live Music Showcase. Thanks again so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you so much.
And
appreciate it.
Stopping into our little city on your tour. I know you're on your way to Orlando soon.
Yeah.
And where are you going after Orlando?
I don't know.
Wherever the wind blows
I
you.
have to look at my website.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Right on. Okay.
A bunch of stuff in Florida over the next.
Hey, man, Florida's a great place to tour in the wintertime. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was a little tricky getting down here, but once I got past the snow and ice line, it was
the ice wall. Yeah.
it was wild.
Absolutely.
In Tallahassee, I couldn't get through very easily, but yeah.
Man, yeah, it's wild. They got snow up there right now. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. And whether you're learning about the ghost of Tucumcari, or you're learning about your own ghost, your own heritage, your own lineage, or the path forward, go practice. We'll see you next week.